Okay, are you checking?
Yeah.
Are you recording?
That's it. This is the video right now.
Are you doing the video?
Hey.
No, actually, you had the brief.
Okay. I don't know, like how.
Is it already on?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it is on.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, so what we just met, most of us today. And we're in Arusha, Tanzania, in this pretty cool like space that Sun Funder has until November. And we're just talking about like innovation hubs in general. And like most of the group has a lot of interest in agriculture and that kind of stuff. They have a seed farm and an onion farm. And what's the group you're working with? The acronym? I can't remember right now. Taha. Okay. Anyway, so the idea just came like farm hub. Like if we do a incubator hub, kind of like impact hub or some other like hub that's in a lot of different spaces that brings together startups but focused on agriculture. That'd be a really cool thing to do in Arusha. And it's something you could take a lot of other places. So you might have startups that are doing like irrigation systems, seed production, crop insurance. I know those are a thing now. Drone coverage to look at your infrared pictures or whatever. And to have all those places, like all those startups in one place and help breed that kind of like startup ecosystem in a lot of areas that really need it and help to scale those businesses that are doing that kind of work. 'Cause that just seems like something that, like at the TED conference, TED Global, they talked a lot about like the need for agriculture and there's a lot of focus on it, but like right now it's just individual startups doing their own thing. So Farm Hub, we're playing around with the idea of this space. We've just been talking about it for a bit. And we're thinking about spending this week, today's the 3rd, September 3rd. So I am here until September 11th. Like between here and Nairobi. And I don't know, like everyone's just here now. So we're thinking, let's play around with this idea for like the next week or so and just go visit maybe some groups that would be here, try to throw this idea together and see what kind of conversation starts growing. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's it, I think.
Nominate who else to speak.
Okay, so
I don't know what else should we add to that?
should we add to it? Or you've just literally said everything? Okay, the idea is a great idea, and being a very good follower of the World Economic Forum and the discussions that keep on going, and now that we have recently the focus on ending hunger, and there's an advocacy for coming up with ideas and on food and agriculture. So coming up with the hub idea, it's a good thing, like trying to see how, in Arusha, and also expanding more, like what could the youth do? What could we do as a hub to make sure that we're tapping into bringing solutions in technology, innovations, and also working with different partners and stakeholders in the industry to help train, also reach out to more people in terms of giving them the solutions of how they could, farm, how they could, properly manage their crops, or how they could probably also eat well, precisely, because we have a problem right now in not only in Tanzania but also in Africa. Like nutrition is a problem, and also not many people know when and how to farm. They also don't know exactly. They're facing challenges when it comes to farming, since mostly are rain dependent. People are waiting on the rain, and now the climate change affects everything. So what could be the innovative ways that we could bring about? Like, should they wait for rain? Should they have? there are seed companies that have come with hybrids that are better, like they are suitable for every kind of environment and condition. So that's basically where we're generating from with all these ideas. And now that I'm working with the Tanzania Horticulture Association, we're working with farmers, we're working with also stakeholders and partners. So I feel like there's a lot that we could do in terms of bringing impact and also adding more value, and also working with different partners and creating an impact. That's what we're looking at. And yes, let's see like how the idea goes, but we're definitely all of us in, and we want to see like how far this goes. And all right, we're definitely talking to more people and getting the hub started.
Yeah.
I think the whole idea is really clever. It hasn't been done before. That's what, from what we can know and what we've researched so far initially, hasn't been done. What we know of Tanzania's economy at this stage it's in right now, it's very much agricultural. Therefore, the opportunities there are massive. And then secondly, if you couple it with the fact that the African Development Bank actually says the next billionaires in Africa will be farmers, then you can see, or that's just a doubling up in terms of opportunities. I mean, what we can do is erase the stigma, the negative stigma that right now is attributed to farmers and agriculture in general. People underestimate how much it can do to lift people out of poverty. So I think in that sense, we can really make a difference in Tanzania. So let's research, let's see how it goes. Let's come up with some numbers, some statistics, a framework, a strategy. Talk to people in this industry and areas. And then let's see how we proceed.
Okay, I think this is a very fantastic idea. It's a well thought idea, and I never imagined that somebody could actually come with this idea. I had a general idea to do other things, but I think this is really a very good idea given the status of our economy right now in Tanzania. And a few years back, people were saying solar power would actually leapfrog the grid power. And we're seeing that movement right now. We're seeing solar growing up. We're seeing solar manufacturers producing agricultural feed technologies and everything. But I also think the modern agriculture that comes with technology would actually leapfrog the traditional agriculture, and that's what we need in the country right now, in like most of African countries where we have arable land and everything. So we need to use that advantage of having an arable land to actually modernize our agriculture. And I think what we're discussing right now will really help us on that. So I think with my experience in solar, the way I've seen it growing, the way I've seen small companies growing, I think it's something that can be replicated to actually help agricultural startups and farmers to actually commercialize the ways of doing things, commercializing the agriculture, and then increase their yields as well, and increase food capacity in the world, thereby conforming with the Millennium Development Goals. And yeah, so let's put this into work, guys.
Let's hear from the farmer. Actually.
From the farmer.
This is the farmer. The farmer.
Unfortunately, the farmer has no much say. Everything was said and perfectly articulated. I think it's such an opportunity for young stars to come, because many university students right now, they're finishing, they are looking for traditional way of doing things. Like they go to look for jobs, of which actually the jobs are not available. So the only opportunity in Tanzania right now that can break even, it is agriculture. And I'm very interested in agriculture, especially the irrigation, using more way of the modern way of farming, like solar panels, where you put in, you drill wells and then you extract water, and then you do agriculture. I think this traditional way of doing agriculture, like waiting for the rain, is not sustainable. So I think this is going to be very big very big. Many companies do these kind of things, but they don't actually reach to the farmers themselves. If you travel right now, go to the farmers, they don't know how to sell. They don't know how to access the market and stuff like that. So they are discouraged. I think this will give them morale and help them to get out of poverty. I think it's a great idea. I'm not going to talk to someone.
Okay. Did we say our names?
Yes.
Adam.
Eve.
Baraka. Peter.
All right. Pizza. All right. Sweet. So Farm Hub. We're playing around with the idea. Tell us what you think and like get some ideas going. All right. See ya.